You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken Tech for your ears.
Welcome along. Today we're looking at some really foundational shifts happening in tech. We'll get into how AI is messing with web content, changing the browser game, and also take a quick look back at where a really key piece of web tech actually came from.
Yeah, it's crucial stuff if you want to stay informed. We're aiming to give you a sense of not just what's changing out there, but, why it actually matters for how you navigate the digital world.
Okay, let's dive right in then. There's this bold statement floating around: SEO is dead, long live GEO. I mean, that's quite a headline. What's behind that? How serious is the shift away from traditional search engine optimization?
Well, it's definitely a paradigm shift, no question. The why is pretty clear.
Yeah.
It's the huge impact of large language models, LLMs, and these new AI-driven search interfaces like you see with Google's AI efforts.
Right.
Information discovery is changing. It's less about a list of blue links and more about the AI just giving you the synthesized answer directly.
So the AI answers first. Okay, then what does this GEO generative engine optimization actually involve for people creating content, for brands? Is it a totally different playbook?
It kind of is, yeah. You're moving beyond just keywords. It's much more about semantic meaning and proving your authority on a topic. GEO means crafting really detailed, fact-checked content, content that an LLM can confidently grab and use in its answer. You need to build this online presence that convinces not just people, but the AI itself, that you're the source for the answer, not just another link.
And thinking about how you, the listener, might experience this, we came across something called Browser OS. It sounds pretty interesting. What is that exactly?
Yeah, BrowserO is fascinating. It's an open source browser built on Chromium. So it uses that same core engine as Chrome, but its whole focus is different. It's built around AI automation.
AI automation in the browser.
Exactly. And significantly, it uses local AI agents. It has Ollama support built right in, meaning it can run powerful LLMs directly on your computer.
Oh, wow. So not sending your data out?
Precisely. Faster processing, potentially. And crucially, your data stays private. Nothing needs to leave your device for the AI tasks. It's like having a little AI assistant working locally within your browser.
So your browser could maybe summarize pages, do research for you, all locally. That really does make you think differently about how we'll search and consume information going forward.
The pace is just incredible.
It really is. And often these big leaps build on older foundations, which makes me think, let's switch gears for a sec and look at React. It powers so much of the modern web, maybe even some of these new tools. Do you actually know where it came from? Its origins are kind of surprising.
It's a great story, and yeah, not that widely known. React started at Facebook way back in 2011.
2011.
Yeah. And it wasn't called React initially. First code name was, believe it or not, Fax.js.
Fax.js, seriously.
Seriously. Then it became Fbolt. A developer there, Jordan Walk, created it basically to fix problems they were having with Facebook's own Bolt.js framework. They needed a better way to build UIs, essentially.
And a key part of that better way was JSX, right? That was a big innovation.
Absolutely. JSX let developers write something that looks a lot like HTML directly inside their JavaScript. It sounds a bit strange, maybe, but letting JavaScript handle the UI rendering brought huge wins.
Like performance.
Performance, yeah, but also security. It helped prevent certain types of attacks, and it made debugging easier because errors often got caught earlier. It just made building complex front ends much smoother.
And what's really stood out, I think, is how React has managed to evolve over, more than a decade now. Yet it kept a pretty consistent core philosophy.
That's true. Despite all the changes at Meta, all the shifts in web development trends, React's core API design has remained remarkably stable. That consistency is a big part of why it's been so successful and why so many apps rely on it. It shows some real thoughtful engineering over the long haul.
So wrapping things up for today, we've seen how generative AI is really shaking up content strategy with things like GEO, and even changing our browsing tools with concepts like BrowserOS. And we also took a moment to appreciate the history of something foundational like React.
Right. And maybe a final thought to leave you with: as AI changes how we find information and these new kinds of browsers emerge, how do you think your own habits for gathering information, for thinking critically, how those need to adapt so you can truly stay well-informed in this rapidly changing landscape? Something to ponder.
Spoken Tech for your ears.